Hey everybody, Jonathan here, and today we're going over Spider Lunge. Someone reached out to me and asked me to do a tutorial after they saw Sebastian Lagree post about how to perform the exercise, so let's go at it. Our target leg is going to be the right leg, and we're going to be on 1 red and 2 yellows. If you need to make it lighter, 1 yellow. Step your right foot down to the floor next to number 2. Grab the handlebars in front of us. Slide the left heel to the furthest pocket with the heel down and the toes up. Get down low, take a giant step back so that you're in a lunge position. Make sure that the knee is stacked above the ankle. Depending on your height, what we saw in the video was the woman was a little bit too short. She was so far away that she was having a hard time. So what you want to do is jump back so that your arms are straight, so that you're activating your tricep all the way to the lats, because the carriage is trying to push you forward, but you're holding back with a soft bend in your elbow. Now, here's an example of me being too far back. The knee is way forward in front of the toe. If I was too forward, what it would look like is my knee would be back behind my ankle. You have to find a really good sweet spot. For me, it's probably about right here. Bend the knee and get low, and then lengthen your arm. My knee's still a little bit back from my ankle, so I have to move back right here, and now the knee is stacked over the ankle. In this position, we don't want to make our hips go down and to the right. We want to turn our hips down and in. So think about the left hip turning down and in towards the carriage so that your stomach or your hips are shining down and forward into the carriage. In this position, soft bend in your elbow, get down low as you can, breathe in as you slowly bend the left knee, stopping when it's right beside your hip at 90 degrees. Exhale as you slowly go out 95% so that you don't lock your knee. In some videos that I see, people are all the way here pushing in and out. It's not wrong, but 1, you're not working your tricep or your lats as much as when you're pushed all the way out. 2, by being too far forward, there's very little range of motion. You can see that I can barely kick the carriage back. But when we go far back with that long arm, our knees will bend in a lot more, and then exhale, pushing through the heel. Another thing that I see people do is they put their foot in the closest hole. So I had to step out further because my leg is too close to me, and I can't turn the hip down and in because the leg is way too close to the edge of the carriage. How I like to teach it for some people who are shorter and can't reach the furthest hole to the left is they can put their heel up against the strap, and in this position you might feel a little bit more comfortable as long as the heel is down, toes are lifted, arms are long, soft bend in your elbow to stop the energy into your tricep and into your lats. What I typically see people do incorrectly is they'll just stand really tall like this and then bend the knees in and out. But because the target leg is on the floor, we need to get down into a lunge position, and this leg is working in an isometric hold as the left non-target leg is working through a push. In this position, you should engage the core. We're not just holding the arm and pushing the leg, we're embracing the core or knitting the ribs together. How I like to explain that is if you take a deep breath in and then exhale. Let all the air out of your lung and your stomach, and now your core is engaged, and you just keep the core stable and stay low as you can, pressing the carriage out 95% without locking your knee. Come to the studio early. I'm sure that they'd be more than happy to help you explaining how you should do the Spider Lunge. That's Spider Lunge, how I teach it. Thanks for your time, and see you next time.